They gotta start making all these Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies really quick, because these kids ain't getting any younger. I am a huge fan of the family film. But what I don't like is that most of these films that come out usually cater just to 3-year-olds. But who's really buying the tickets for these 3-year-olds? It ain't the 3-year-olds, it's their parents. Most of the family films you see today aren't very good. They just focus mainly on humor that a baby or a small child would enjoy, but they don't try to entertain the whole audience. For the most part, you do get a lot of good family films that are animated, but when it comes to live action, very, very rare that you get a good family movie. At least it's very rare in my eyes to get a family movie worth seeing, worth enjoying, that you can actually enjoy with the whole entire family. And in 2010, I didn't have a lot of hope for this Diary of a Wimpy Kid. No idea what it was about. I didn't even know that it was based on a book. I had no desire to see this movie. It just looked like another family movie that's catering just to kids. So I think it was out a couple weeks, and a bunch of friends of mine decided, okay, we're gonna finally go see the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie. There's nothing really else playing. And to my surprise, this was a film I instantly fell in love with. I loved the characters. I loved the family. I loved how it focused on this family that was together. Usually in film you see a divorced family or a single parent family, but we don't really get a chance to see that, especially in Disney movies. We don't get a chance to see families that love each other. Yes, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Yes, there's a lot of fighting and bickering and you know, playing, messing around, but these families do love each other. And with the Diary of a Wimpy Kid film, I loved that it was from the kid's perspective, and that the parents had a lot to say as well. It had a lot of good message about friendship and loving the people that are around you, no matter, you know, I mean, the character of this Wimpy Kid, he has a lot of great life lessons. And it's really a lot of fun. I was laughing so much. There was this character, was my favorite character in the film, and he would spit out this line called "Zoo-wee Mama!" And I was laughing. I was like, never heard that before. That was hilarious. If I would have saw this film as a child, that maybe in grade school, or maybe my 6th grade year of middle school, it would have been something that stayed with me a very long time. I'm glad that there's a series of books. I found out more about it as time went on, and that they were going to make a movie. It looks like they were going to make a movie almost every year. The sequel, I enjoyed it for the most part. I like to see all the characters back, but it didn't have the power, the really goofy, nerdy power that the original had. There were characters that were still around that I still enjoyed. Gosh, what is his name? Rowdy or Rowie or Rowdy? Oh, I forget his name. He's this little chubby kid. And he is one of my favorite characters, and I'm glad that he's good friends with the main character. And I also like the parents, Steve Zahn and Rachel Harris, very good actors and actresses, and they're just a lot of fun, and they seem like they love each other. These two parents do love each other, and they love their family. There's a lot of goofy stuff going on. And I can relate to that because I was a wimpy kid, and maybe you consider me a wimpy adult. I'm learning every day, I tell you. Life just happens. I still don't know what I'm doing. Now, the new movie, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days, pretty much tells the story of the last days of the school year and getting into the summer, and all the lessons that this main character has to deal with. And what I liked about this movie the most was not all the little adventures he went on. Yes, it was funny and I laughed. I like the fact that this is a film, this series of films is a film that the parents can enjoy, and all ages can enjoy this movie. I ran into some friends after seeing this film. Their age ranges from 8 to 58. You know, and they were all excited to see this film. What I really liked about this movie the most is that it told the story, pretty much, the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. A wimpy kid, I believe his name is Greg, and his father. And he realized that he doesn't have a lot in common with his dad, but he still loves his dad. And they try and find things to do throughout the film to show that there is a bond there, even though they don't have a lot in common. And that's another thing I can relate to, because I love my father, and I'm glad that he was around. I'm glad that he's living. I'm glad that he's a part of my life. But we don't have a lot in common. He loves one thing, I love movies. He kind of enjoys one movie a year. I go see 100 movies a year. But I still love him. I'm glad that he was there. I'm glad that he got me involved in some things, even though I might have not been excited about some of these things that I was involved with. And that he got the family out to do stuff like that. And I really appreciated that. And that's why I would say I really enjoyed this movie. I'm hoping that they continue to make these films, but they gotta make them really fast because these kids look like they're getting older. They're not the little, I don't know how old when they started, 11 or 12, but they look like they're getting to the 14, 15, 16, and going to be kind of hard, so they gotta start punching these things out really quick, or they're going to have to hire a whole new cast. I really hope they don't. I think the cast here is really great. I like the messages that are told in this film. This is all around a very good film. It doesn't hold up as well as the original, but it's just it's a good film. It's a movie you can take your family to go see. I'm going to give Diary of a Wimpy Kid 3 stars. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also to this video. I'm on Twitter and Facebook. Please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Bye. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. I have a new chair, as you can see. Well, it's not really new, but it's new to me.